As you might have guessed, these videos were to help my immediate relatives never wear a minus lens. And more than that means taking responsibility to set up a Snellen and always pass the required DMV standard, which is 2060 and 2040. And I've asked them to do several things. Have a Snellen, and don't let your Snellen get down to 2060 and wear a minus lens. That wipes your vision out permanently. I don't even argue about it. So if you're in that range with your Snellens well lit and you don't want to wear a minus lens, but you've got to find out, do I have a medical problem? And normally I would go to an ophthalmologist, except that I've got to do it myself. So this is where you Snellen up, you have these videos of this Snellen. You put the pinholes on, and what you're looking for is for the 2060 line to become clear at around 2040, that range. It proves you don't have a medical problem. Paramount importance, because you don't want to do anything if it's a medical problem. Then you want to go to an ophthalmologist. But this eliminates running to a doctor when you don't have a medical problem. You've got a refractive state problem, probably about minus 1.5 diopters. And you'll find out more about that later. So that is the purpose of a pinhole. I totally gave up on optometrists because of Jacob Rafelson, because he knew this. And he knew the public will not accept prevention from anybody, from me, from nobody, although the science of prevention is excellent. But they're in it to make money. Nothing wrong with that, except they're not going to help you ever get back out of it. And that's why you need to use a Snellen and pinholes. I can say a lot more about this. Certainly, I agree. I wiped out my vision because of my visual habits as a child. Obviously, you should stop a child from doing what I was doing, but I paid a price. The next thing that kills you is the minus lens. But if you've had 20/20 previously, let's say 2 years ago, and you're doing this close work, your refractive state changes plus to minus. Happens to almost everybody who's doing this when they're at 0 diopters. And then rather than talking to you and help you work with a Snellen, test lenses, and get you back from 2060 to 2020, they'll give you the strongest minus possible. This means at the critical point in your life and your vision, they're not going to help you. They'll give you a minus lens and tell you to get used to it. I just gave up on that. So I either take complete responsibility by education, by science, by knowing all eyes are dynamic from birth, and forced to do it myself, or nothing gets done that is effective. Now, since I'm an electrical engineer, I don't give you medical advice. I'm giving you advice that I wish I had when I was a child, and I guess ophthalmologists like the Wongs help their children by getting their kids' nose off the page in a very determined, disciplined way. And the kids accept this, and they will not enter nearsightedness. That's not a plus lens, but the concept is still the same. Jake Rayfield used a plus on his kids, and I'm using plus now. People say, well, when can I quit? If you're asking that question, you don't belong here. You're not going to make it. So other than that, that's why I use a plus, a Snellen, and why basically I'm reading a 20/20 line and continue to wear the plus, because you still like to read, but you read with a plus lens. And this is permanent, basically, because I don't have any other problem than that problem. Add your commentary, and I either say learn how to do something when it's possible when you're 20/50, or forget it. But if you're 20/50, you're going to stay at 20/50. You're not going to get out of it. Add your own commentary. Thank you.